Everybody's talking about the backrooms movie right now. But what if this movie becomes another example of Hollywood ruining an internet horror classic? Because even though early reactions are very positive, there are already signs that this movie could seriously divide fans. One critic literally said, "Backrooms is horror straight to its essentials, and honestly, that sounds perfect for a backrooms movie. Minimal, lonely, uncomfortable." That's exactly why original videos blew up on YouTube. Backrooms wasn't scary because of gore, it was scary because of the feeling, the silence, the buzzing lights. The idea of being trapped somewhere that doesn't feel real. And somehow Ken Parsons made millions of people terrified of empty yellow rooms. But turning that into a full movie, that's where things getting risky. Because another critic said, Backrooms ultimately works better as a series, and that might be the biggest problem. Because the original Backrooms was a short-form horror quick, mysterious. You watch somebody wander into endless hallways and your imagination fill in the rest. But now this is a full, long movie, almost 2 hours long. So people are worried the concept could become repetitive. What happens if it turns into walking hallway, creepy sound more hallway? That's the danger. Now visually, the movie actually sounds insane. Critics are calling it an unwavering atmospheric nightmare, and honestly, that's why this movie still has a huge potential, because Ken Parsons clearly understand atmosphere. But there's another issue people are debating online. The movie is officially rated all, and that surprised a lot of fans because the original movie, Backrooms Horror, wasn't really about violence, it was psychological. But the official rating says the movie contains violent content and blood images. So now fans are split. Some people think the R rating is good because A24 isn't holding anything back, but others think too much gore could completely ruin the Backrooms vibe, because once horror movie becomes too graphic, sometimes the mystery disappears. And honestly, that's the biggest fear surrounding this movie, over-explaining too much lore, too many monsters, too much horror, especially because a lot of fans already misunderstand Ken Parsons' version of the Backrooms. People keep expecting party-goers, big levels, and giant internet lore dumps. But Ken's universe was never really about that, and if the audience walk into this movie expecting one thing and get something completely different, the backlash could be brutal. But somehow, despite all those concerns, the reviews are still surprisingly strong. Some critics are even calling it one of the most original movies in years, and honestly, that's what it makes this movie so interesting. It could either become one of the greatest internet horror adaptations ever made, or a massive disappointment caused by impossible expectation. Right now, Backrooms feels highly rewarded.